Some algebra now for this foundation exam example, which is based on a question from the beginning of a non-calculator paper. There are two parts to this question. Each part is worth 1 mark. They are two different skills, but they're both to do with algebra. First one says, simplify 6 times a times c times 5. Now, with algebra notation, hopefully you remember that we don't actually use the times sign, the multiplication sign. We just write the letters next to each other and the number next to those. So the a times c is going to simplify down to just ac. That's nice and easy. Now we've got 6 times ac and then times 5. The numbers do multiply together. We can find out the answer for that. 6 times 5 is 30. But again, we're not going to put the times in front because we don't do that with algebra. We just write it next to it. It's going to be 30 AC. That's our answer, simplified version of that. That's worth a mark. Part B says, solve x divided by 8 equals 1 1/4. Now, in order to solve this, what I'm going to do first is try to get this bit into the same form as this, so I can compare what the number is with the x and try and match it up. In order to do that, I'm going to need to turn this mixed number into a top-heavy fraction, into an improper fraction. The way I do that is I've got one whole, and this is broken down into quarters. Well, in my whole, I'm going to have 4 quarters, and I've got an extra quarter here, the 1/4, so that gives me a total of 5 quarters. So now I can see I've got a fraction for both parts that I'm comparing, x over 8, 5 over 4. In order to know what x is going to be though, I need to make sure the denominators match, and I keep this in proportion. So in order to match the 8 and the 4, well, I need to match it to this because this is what I'm matching it to. To get from 4 to 8, I'm going to multiply by 2. That relationship there is timesing by 2. I have to do exactly the same then with the numerator, the top number, in order to find out what x is. If I multiply by 2 here then, I get 10. Therefore, x must equal 10. Perfect. Another mark.